Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. A paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published just 4 days ago on July 2nd, 2026, tackles deploying embodied AI, meaning models that control physical robots. The paper is titled Embodied.cpp, a portable inference runtime of embodied AI models on heterogeneous robots. This C++ runtime achieves a 100% success rate while cutting memory usage by 72%. For those interested in the implementation, the authors have shared their code on GitHub. You can download 5 billion parameter GGUF weights for portable robotics inference. Try running them with server deployment examples like the Pi05 or Hunyuan VLA servers. Figure 1 establishes a taxonomy, which is a classification system used to organize complex structures, to map out the execution flows of modern robot controllers. The top row illustrates several types of vision-language action models. These are artificial intelligence systems that take in camera images and text commands to directly generate robot control actions. The bottom row details different world action models, which are systems that predict how the physical environment will change over time before deciding on a movement. This unified taxonomy shows that even highly diverse architectures rely on similar building blocks, which makes them compatible with a single C++ runtime. Table 1 compares how different embodied artificial intelligence models are organized structurally. Some models use a monolithic structure, which means they process all information in one single network without separate components. The top portion outlines vision-language action models, while the bottom section categorizes world action models. This breakdown is valuable because it highlights that most designs are modular, which makes them ideal candidates for a flexible runtime. Table 2 compares several popular inference runtimes based on their readiness for physical robot deployment. This comparison evaluates key features like heterogeneous hardware support, which means the system can jointly use different processors, like central and graphics processors, to run a model. While established frameworks lack native support for both model families, the final row shows that embodied CPP natively supports all features, including edge deployment and direct robot interfaces. Figure 2 presents the complete system architecture of the embodied CPP framework, which functions as a central bridge between inputs and physical outputs. On the left side, input adapters process raw streams like tactile sensors or datasets. In the center, the core runtime handles modular multi-rate execution, which means running different parts of the code at different speeds, like a fast motor controller and a slower camera processor. Finally, deployment adapters on the right send actions directly to simulators or robotic operating systems. Table 3 presents the physical deployment results for 2 vision-language action models running on the new runtime. An action chunk refers to the number of sequential moves a model plans at once, helping the robot move continuously. The first row details the HY-VLA model, which achieves a perfect 100% success rate, but requires a relatively high latency. In contrast, the Pi0.5 model in the second row is much faster, achieving a step latency of 57 milliseconds while maintaining a 91% success rate. Table 4 shows how the framework optimizes memory and speed for a world action model block. This test uses quantization, which compresses the model by using lower precision numbers to save space. While the original Python setup uses over 300 megabytes of memory, the new runtime is much more efficient. Indeed, the compressed model requires only 88 megabytes. This compression preserves high accuracy while processing each block in just 3 milliseconds. In short, this unified design successfully runs diverse vision-language action models and world action models on a single, efficient runtime, bridging the gap between complex software and physical robots. That's all for now. I'm Alex from the AI Research Roundup. Thanks for tuning in.